Welcome to another live Q&A with Josh and Zach. We are actually dual streaming this on Instagram and on YouTube, testing this out, see if this works. Maybe we'll start doing one per week on Instagram, one per week on YouTube. Maybe we'll do them simultaneously so we can get both audiences watching it at the same time, asking a lot more questions. Zach is going to be in a minute, so we'll get started when Zach gets in here. We have a few questions in there. Talk about our results from our projections last week for the Sweet 16. We did awesome as a group. I did get one prediction right, which was that if we both pick in Bama, they're definitely going to lose. So they did. So we were right about that. And talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Talk about the hobby. Talk about the $1,000 challenge. Talk about all the products coming out. Talk about grading. Got a lot of stuff to talk about today. So we'll be here talking. Maybe we'll do another giveaway like we've been liking to do. If you ever have any questions, thanks, Josh. Appreciate that. You can put them in that Q&A or pop onto YouTube. We got our first question on YouTube, so we'll make sure we answer that. Haven't bought any yet. So Richard Parrott from YouTube is asking how we like 2022 Prism football. Haven't seen any of it yet. Haven't gotten any in for grading. I think that people submitted it. It's just not here yet. So we'll probably start getting that in the next week or so. About 2 weeks from now, I'll probably start looking to buy stuff from Prism Football to submit for grading. I generally try to wait a week or two before I start buying it because you're going to pay a premium for a lot of cards that you don't need to pay a premium for the first week or two. So generally, we say to sell right away if you're not going to grade it, or if you even are going to grade it. You might even get the same as a PSA 10 when you're the first person to sell, like a low-numbered rare card. So see what questions we have lined up. We got 5 questions lined up already. I'll start with one that I know Zach is going to be happy to walk in on when he comes in here, so I'll start talking about that. Not card-related, but thoughts on FAU versus SDSU. I'm pumped. How great is it that there are no 1, 2, or 3 seeds in the Final Four? I'm absolutely pumped. Guys, if you don't know this, I have not done a bracket since give or take the year 2000, maybe even 1999, maybe even before that. I stopped doing brackets a long time ago because I like to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the madness. So when it's like 3 1 seeds, it's pretty boring for me. But this has been one of the best tournaments. The end of one of the games last week was terrible, where it was just fouls going back and forth. I forgot which one it was, but I'm on the FAU bandwagon to win it all right now. That would be absolutely amazing. If FAU is playing SDSU, which I think that's the matchup, I want the winner of that game to win. Don't want UConn to win. I just want a random team to win. I think that'll be amazing. Zach's finishing up a couple bites of lunch, and then he's itching to get into this conversation right now.
What about the U versus FAU?
That'd be great.
Interstate rival.
Yeah. So it's Miami and UConn, and then it's FAU and SDSU. Yeah.
An hour away.
Yeah. How'd Florida do?
They actually didn't make the tournament this year.
No. And
They
I
usually always do, though.
So I'm just pumped for this weekend. It's my son's 5th birthday also this weekend. It's Zach's 30-something's birthday.
6th birthday.
Yeah.
I'm 1 year older than Franklin. I would like San Diego State to win.
You know that people confuse ASU and SDSU a lot also for some reason? It happens.
I have no comment on that. There's so many SU schools, so I don't understand why that one is confusable.
You think if SDSU wins, it's a potential Pac-12 school that's winning the title, so that's good.
Yeah, you know what? I want SDSU or FAU to win. Probably could be cool. I like Larinaga, who's been the coach of Miami forever, though. He's always been a good coach. The dude who was did you see that? So the guy who's San Diego State's head coach was Steve Fisher's assistant for like 18 years there, like 15 years at Michigan. So he was Steve Fisher's assistant for like 30 plus years, and now he's a first-time head coach. Did Steve Fisher die?
Is that the FAU guy you said?
No, this is San Diego State.
Oh.
Steve Fisher's the guy who had the Fab Five.
Oh, I don't know. What's up, Joe?
Won the So I think that'd be cool. I actually think any of the stories but UConn. I was thinking about this yesterday. A few days ago,
Miami's never
won.
won. Their first Final Four.
I want anyone to win but UConn.
I'm okay with that. Preferably FAU.
I've never been a big UConn fan, even though they're kind of a regional.
I mean,
team.
I hate UConn.
Why do you hate UConn?
Late 90s.
They beat the
Duke?
Well, they were better.
Rip Hamilton.
Ray Allen. They had a lot.
They were great then.
They're a much better team than Duke. If you take the NBA, I liked Ben Gordon though. Did you like Ben Gordon back there?
I hate him
because he went to UConn.
Yeah, I'm very straightforward like that. I hate everybody that went to UNC. I hate everybody not named Sean Elliott that went to Arizona. Very straightforward. What are both of your personal thoughts
on
Ike
Davis?
The soccer market? Go Devils.
Do you want our real thoughts on the soccer market? We don't know anything about it.
We have lost money on it.
Ding, ding, ding.
So
I think long term, I mean, it's a viable market. There's a ton of fans.
I think the problem is going to be overprinting, just like I think the soccer market and the F1 market are very similar.
So one of the questions a lot of people have, like I read somewhere, someone said, oh, you can't fix stupid in this hobby, but it's like, that's not really the right sentiment. A lot of these people aren't stupid. They don't know.
Uneducated.
They're not, that doesn't mean they're stupid. They're not stupid people at all. They can be really smart. Like if you didn't know anything and you're buying cards, you're like, oh, this one limited to 5 is better than this one limited to 50. That's logic. That's not being stupid. So the reason I'm saying this when it comes to the soccer market is everyone's uneducated there.
Well, and the thing is, people that are relatively educated or not even educated themselves end up teaching other uneducated people, and nobody knows the better. Just the person that's the one saying it is the one making money.
Maybe it's like a younger market in that what I'm trying to say is that maybe there is no set norms yet. So it needs to educate, and like no one's decided what the best products with the brand continuity collectors. But there's also like vintage stuff. So they've been around for a long time. But like
big gaps in years though.
It's hard for Topps or Panini or Fanatics now to decide this is what should be collected. It's kind of the secondary market, and the collectors and the hobbyists create that on their own. But with this, so what they've done with soccer is they're trying to make it the same current, like the same. They're bringing the same products they have in other sports, and that's not necessarily what people want that collect soccer. It's a brand new market, so it's just hard to say what you should or shouldn't. But it's hard to be an educated consumer, is all I'm trying to say, and that's why.
I don't like the soccer market because I don't follow soccer.
Too many leagues too. I can't read that.
Any way to speed up listing on eBay consignments fresh from PSA since they're on hand when billed? I mean, this is a fair question. The only thing I'm going to say is we had somebody yesterday post on Blowout that they got their pop email, hit consigned, and within 48 hours it's listed. Remember, we have to photo it, write it, schedule it. Like, there's no way to be faster than 48 hours. So I think we're going in under a week right now on grading to consignment. So I don't know how much faster it could be. The other way to speed it up on your end is if you actually pay for it, we treat it as mail, which gets a little bit of priority over grading to consignment.
Not much, though.
Thanks, Joel. Appreciate it.
Not much at this point. They're pretty much
the same.
It might save a day.
Yeah.
Right, because a grading consignment box might wait till the stuff comes into fill the next day, but we're just going to fill them.
But we're talking about under a week for stuff to go up in general right now. We've increased our efficiencies a lot here, and we're getting cards up really, really, really fast. We're actually getting a lot of emails with people telling us how fast we're doing it, so I'm really happy about it.
It says 2 weeks on the website, but really if it's taking longer than a week at this point, it's worth reaching out.
Yeah. Have you noticed lower priced grading being completed faster than higher priced grading? I haven't paid close enough attention to value and regular and express to give you an educated answer on that, just being as transparent as possible. Bulk is going fast. I would assume value is going fast, and regular and express. I know we had a regular order that got stuck at the FedEx facility in California for a couple weeks, and they are rushing that along. But other than that, I think everything's moving relatively quickly. Have you seen anything, Zach, or not at all?
I always send it the lower level
for
our stuff, and it's pretty quick. I I guess it's changed since all the hauls of PSA in the last year or whatever, but it used to be like I used to think that it would take a week to check in no matter what, so it didn't matter which level.
Yeah. Everything's getting checked in within 2 or 3 days. When I say everything, I mean 90% of this, 95% of the stuff, right?
So they might be grading at the same pace, if that's what you're asking.
2022 Bowman Chrome 1 of 1 of decent prospect. Do you sell right away or grade? Likely PSA 9, maybe 10. What do you think on that one? What's up, Gareth?
It just depends if the guys are hot right now. If they're hot right now, I'd sell now. But if it's a guy, if it's Jackson Churio, I'd probably sell pretty soon. Like the big names, the A-level guys, you might want to sell in the. I'm assuming it's a non-auto super. I'm just guessing, or a Black Wave auto or whatever. If it's a guy who has like really good tools but isn't high up on the prospect charts, I'd probably hold.
If your goal is to put it away, put that card away for a while, then I would grade it, right? Spend the $19, get upcharged if you need to, and put it away. If you're going to sell it anyway, this is a great time to move it. And if it's a 9 or a 10, there's no real added value to doing it. I would grade that if it was like a 7 to protect from a return or something like that. But I don't see any other reason. Gareth Miller over on YouTube.
9 or 10 doesn't hurt though.
No, but it doesn't really help.
Well, if you're not going to sell right away,
then you grade it. Then you protect it, right? So it doesn't get worse. Just
so you don't get a return buyer's remorse, basically.
Yeah. Gareth Miller asked our thoughts on Noelvi Marte.
I mean, he was a huge prospect. He struggled a little bit last year.
Is he up?
Got traded to the Reds in the Castillo deal, which is a pretty bad team. He's probably a good guy to buy for a midseason call-up because it's close.
Yeah. What was it? He's shortstop?
Yeah, but everyone's a shortstop.
J.P. Crawford?
Well, he's on the Reds now.
Yeah, I know.
I like Marte. I think he probably some decent prices because he didn't have a great year last year, and he's still a pretty good prospect.
Joe, you're having trouble uploading the list. It is hard to upload the list sometimes. You're not the first person to have this problem. I don't know.
Can they email it?
I don't know what the problem is, but if you email it to us, we could format it, send it back to you, and you can upload it then. We're also working on a new simple way to do this where you could just send us the cards and a card count and submit that, and we're going to charge $2 a card to write it all up for you, so you don't have to spend any time writing it up. It's going to be $2 extra a card down the road. I know that's not what you're looking to do right now, but I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I guess then you could also do that and email us a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have to pay $2 a card if you sent the spreadsheet, obviously, if it's in the right format.
Yeah, that would be fine also.
That's another perk of that. If you can't figure out.
Bradley Boob.
Ooh, that's a
long question from Bradley Boob. I know you encourage submitting multiples of the same card in the sub, but if you gem 10 a bunch of them and sent to consign, will you list them all within minutes of each other? Depending on the type of card, I could see that as a bad thing for spreading it out. Thoughts? Zach, you want to take that one?
I think as long as they're not ending at the same time, it's all right. It just depends on the card. So now I agree with this more than I used to, meaning before all these cards were selling so well, there wasn't as much saturation in the graded card market. The market was booming on junk PSA 10s is what I'll put it. So it didn't really matter. Spreading it out was actually worse. But if you had 10 in the same card and you wanted 2 a day for 5 days, yes, we could handle that.
Yeah.
I would spread them. If I was going to do them the same day, I'd want to spread them out by at least 5.
To me, if they're cards that are like pop 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 or more, I don't think it matters when they end. Right, to be transparent. I personally think they're going to end the same. That being said, I've seen cards end within a 10% difference on the same night, but it is what it is sometimes. But if you have a bunch of cards that are 10,
if they're too together.
we can work with you on spreading that out. Just please don't complain that it's taking too long to get the ones at the end up after we spread them out for you.
Yeah, it's something we're working on and trying to come up with a solution that fits in our system versus having to do it as a one-off. But that's one of the big things we're trying to accommodate. This
is a good question. This is a good how-to question about the hobby in general, right? How do you find Violet Petals 38? How do you find out the pop report on cards and also how much a card had sold for on eBay? So the way that we do it is we use Card Ladder to look up sold because it's not only eBay, it's everything, and it's more than 90 days. And Pop Report, you just have to go to the PSA website and click on the top on Pop Report and type in the card. Zach, do you have any other ways that you do
if
it?
you have it in hand, isn't there a way you could scan it?
If you have the card in hand, there is I can show you.
You just look at the QR code, or is it an app?
There's a PSA Cert app that you can use. I know it's not super clear on the camera.
What if you could do that? Use that app online too.
I couldn't find it on the website, and if you type in
the
slab number here, you can.
You put a slab number.
Yeah, you can either scan the barcode, or you could type in a slab number.
No, I'm saying like if you have up on a computer or car, like on eBay, if you could just scan it with the phone and it would pick it up.
I bet you could.
It probably works that way too. I would say if you need a free option, 130point.com is a free option to look up comps with verified sales outside of
or alt. If you have a picture of the card, alt is really good to look up verified sales.
Yeah, those are actually 130 points like the easiest. Like I'm just.
But is 130 point more than 90 days though?
No, but I'm saying if you want a free option, Carla, you have to pay for it.
Yeah. So a number of good ways there. I think that's a really good question for everybody that's joining the hobby.
What does the guy say on YouTube?
It's about Noel V. Marte.
What does it say?
Not up yet. I think he has some pop shortstop of being converted to third base. Hey Sam, hope you're enjoying your trip. Drink some beers for us.
From Belgium?
From Belgium. She was in Bruges yesterday. Now she's in Ghent. Did I pronounce that right?
Haven't you been there?
Been to Bruges. Question went away. The question was, where do you think Lamar Jackson's going to end up?
Colts. Jets should be making a play for him, to be honest. So they're going with the Rodgers pipe dream.
Colts?
Yeah.
You think he's going to end up with the Colts?
They're outwardly saying they're going to make a move for him.
Really?
So what he's going to do is
what are they going to give up?
You don't have to give up 2 firsts if he signs the tender. He's under contract.
Didn't he sign the tender already?
He's doing it to make so he can be traded. I think it might be a mistake not having an agent here.
Well, did you see the notification that the league put out that they couldn't talk to his friend because he's not registered with the league? Like he had a friend that was like his representative that was going around calling teams.
An agent, a max an agent can get us 3%, which on $200 million is $6 million. It's a lot.
I thought it was more than that also.
It's only 3%, but that's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
Say $200 million. But the thing is, like I was thinking about this, like NFL contracts aren't that simple. Like think about it. There's like roster bonuses if you hit this day. And I'm not saying I know Lamar Jackson, but I've heard him do post-game interviews. I don't think he's going to understand the nuance of some of those numbers. Well, they have to do all that stuff.
It's my favorite post-game interview.
They have to do all that stuff to fit under the cap.
Right.
And like figure out ways.
And
there's a lot of performance bonus, weekly bonus, roster bonus. It's not like.
And nothing's guaranteed.
And if he's just saying, I want $230 million guaranteed like Watson, I'm sure that has a lot of that stuff in there. It's going to be hard to figure that out. He's not going to. Watson just scored. Somehow, this is the weirdest thing. Like it couldn't happen to a worse guy. That they give 3 firsts for a guy who hadn't played 2 years, and he was bad this year when he came back. Maybe he'll be decent next year after he gets some, and like all the massage things, the 23 women minimum that he did this to.
$10 million per woman.
Yeah, exactly. And then he gets the biggest, most guaranteed contract. That's insane. Like, how do you reward a worse guy? It's like, oh, no, it really makes you think that God exists in karma.
It's the Browns, right? Like,
yeah, it's the Browns. It's like, yeah, I really believe in God and karma. You know, yeah, that's really how you add that one up right there.
So you're saying Colts?
Colts.
I don't know where he's going to end up.
That right? Don't you think Lamar could happen to a better guy?
I love Lamar.
Deshaun.
I mean, I love Lamar.
Great
running back.
You really earned that 230 guaranteed, huh? Hadn't played 3 years, piece of shit. Yeah, really guaranteed.
You had a question. Who's your favorite cardboard tycoon hero? I don't know what that means.
It's gonna be Joe Necht. That's what he gave me his nickname.
Sports card nerds.
Yeah, that's him. I would name myself Joe. Thank you. Joel in the house. Oh, we're going A?
Yeah, going back to Canada. Sell or hold Marcelo Meyer Bowman auto?
Unless you need money, I don't think it's a bad hold. Because a lot of those top prospects are about to graduate. He's going to be top 10.
What do I say when somebody asks me this question?
Only so.
Run it. Run it.
Josh is looking out for his interests there.
Yeah.
And mine.
Joel Kaplan, are you enjoying the hockey market? I mean, I bought a couple of Matt Boldies for like $20 each. They're going 35 to 40 now. I got 2 at PSA.
Raw already?
Yeah, Raw's up already.
Why are they up that much?
He had a hat trick last night.
Why didn't you tell me to buy any?
Yeah, ow.
Was that good? That was good.
Yeah, it was a good one. I got you back earlier. Now I owe you another one.
Well, flick. I'll not worry about getting hurt on the flick. I'll just get hit I'll get hit in the eye probably with a rubber band and go blind.
What's your view on Kakao Disney, pure caca, as we say in French, or a niche market with low supply? I mean, do you want to rant on it first, or should I?
I wish I bought some.
Oh, God.
I think it's too late, though. Look, there's not going to be a 100th anniversary next year. Maybe you buy some of the products, sit on it. It'll go up. Josh?
It's the same thing that soccer was a few years ago, then tennis, then F1. It's going to go up, and then it's going to...
Well, tennis never released.
It's going to do this. You're going to see it on... You'll see it on the YouTube video.
No, you'll see those graphs that people post. You know the graphs people post in their Instagram stories after a bad golden, or
yeah,
you'll see the graph. It'll be like this, and then I gotta make sure it's on camera.
It'll be like the Donruss Mac Jones graph.
Yeah. It's gonna, yeah, you're right. It's gonna be more like this, and then
it's gonna go down as fast as it can be sold, right? Because if they don't sell for a little bit because people are grading them at nonsense, it might like angle a little bit. But if they're back, it's just.
Oh, is PSA accepting them?
PSA is accepting them. BGS is not.
There's gonna be so many fakes
Oh,
because
God.
it looks like fake black prisms. Look, you can buy a Mickey Mouse auto card for like over $1,000. It's just Mickey Mouse written on a card.
It's like a Dak Prescott Prism
I don't
auto.
think Mickey signed it. The original Mickey was like over 100 years old.
It's like a Dak Prescott rookie auto, right? Auto pen.
Auto pen Mickey. Do you think they have an auto pen so it's the same handwriting every single time?
Hey, Liam.
Hold on.
Wasp Bullet. Wander having muscle tightness already. Do you think I should just dump him? I don't want to get Buxton again. First of all, Buxton's projected for like 35.
CBS about 39 homers.
Yeah, like a ton of homers, like 7 stolen bases. I almost took him in one of these. Maybe I'll get him this year. I mean, I love Buxton. I got my perp Buxton.
Which one? Where's eBay?
eBay's on this phone. eBay's not on. Oh, it's on there also. I got my perp Buxton, but I don't think Wander's a 35 home run power kind of guy, guys.
You got what not on here?
Yeah, I've had it forever. I've never logged on.
You
I logged on once, I think. Yeah, Zizzo told me to get it. So I would definitely sell it. Is PSA grading Sports Grunt on YouTube asked, is PSA grading cards in New Jersey office yet, or are they just going autos? Sports Grunt, I believe, I'm not 100% sure that they're grading cards there. I'm going to be emailing my my rep today to find out, because I think we got actually a package back from the Jersey office. I'm just not 100% sure.
I know. Before we go back,
I'll definitely talk about that on a Q&A. Oh, I'm sorry, on a reveal when I have the answer. Might even do a short about it.
Is they asking if they're grading in Jersey?
Yeah.
Guys, I got news for you. This is great pride. I'm back on Disney. Mickey Mouse. This is what it says on the back. Congratulations. You have received the Mickey Mouse signature trading card. Good English. Enjoy your memorabilia card. I don't know what the memorabilia is there.
His signature.
And look at that. $3,000 with a day left.
Oh my God, that's horrible. That's so gross.
I think this is going to get paid.
Buxton has never been a 35 home run guy either. I agree with you, but he's projected for that.
Oh, this one's over 2,000.
Oh God, it's so stupid.
Trying to see if they're the exact same.
McDavid, Matt Boldy are money. Yes, you are 100% right. I might have to get some McDavids, but that's a little out of my budget. I did kill my budget today. I bought the 2019 Mosaic MVP or Hall of Fame. Sorry, Hall of Fame. The 15 cards in it. I bought the entire set today, raw on blowout. So I'll be getting those into grade, and that's the end of my budget.
What did you buy on blowout?
2015 Mosaic Genesis, all the Hall of Fame ones.
Of what sport?
Basketball. The 15 card lot.
How much was it?
$250.
Yeah, you don't have $250 right now.
I have enough up for sale to cover it.
You can't go.
I went over budget.
You can't go over budget. No, you actually can't do that. That look like that's not counting. You can't go over budget
Yes, you can.
if you don't have money. That's completely fine. We're having this conversation later. But
Brian Ronk asks, AL and NL MVP predictions. Zach, I know this is your favorite thing to do. So why don't you give some predictions? I'll give my predictions, and then we'll talk about it. Thanks, Joel.
yeah, I agree. Like, you could have some line of credit out for grading, but hey, yeah, I'm just gonna buy whatever I want then if I can go over. Oh, I lost money. Oh well. Only one. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Joel, we're gonna have to pull out. He could pick however much he has worth of lots. AL MVP, NL MVP.
Exactly for the PC. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. AL and NL MVPs.
Who do you got?
No, you got to go first.
You go first.
You go first.
You go first. I'll do Cy Young's first after.
I haven't thought about it at all.
Yeah, so you don't have to go that hard.
Let's see. Not going there.
Your first pick in the AL. It's very
AL only? Otani.
you just going for the cheap pick, right?
Otani.
You just have to take it.
Right? The way that you said it, I'm going Otani.
Right? You got right. It's if you don't think about it, you have it.
First NL pick, first pick in the AL.
I'm going with
Otani.
this team now. I'm going with Trout.
And I'm going Acuna.
No, I get first pick in the NL.
Oh, you get first pick. Okay, you go.
I'm going Acuna.
I'll go Soto.
But I gave you Otani. Like, that one's got to be the easiest pick. Like, even
White Sox fan, so I think Jose Abreu never gets recognized for how good his numbers are.
he won an MVP, but he's not an MVP. Anyway, I'm out on the Jose Abreu at age. Yeah, maybe.
All right,
Maybe.
you want to go Cy Youngs? Go Cy Youngs. You can get first pick.
AL,
NL.
Corbin Burns.
No, you're going there.
Yeah, he's on my fantasy.
Scherzer.
Both my fantasy.
Scherzer.
You think he's not going to get hurt this year?
I think he's going to get hurt and still win the Cy Young.
AL. You can have first there if you want. I don't really
like the AL pitchers at all. Are there any good ones left?
I got first pick, DeGrom.
Yeah, he's going to pick 6 games.
6 games. No, he's spiked. He's spiked stored in the Mets.
Are there any?
Go with Cole.
I hate Garrett Cole.
What about
I hate
Rodon?
Bieber also.
What about Rodon?
Hate Rodon.
Because he's a Yankee.
I hate them all.
He could be someone out of the blue.
I'm going Lance McCullers. Is he pitching? I literally won't draft. Oh, I'll go Grayson Rodriguez, who's on my fantasy team.
He's not going to break camp. He's definitely going to be there. All right. And then,
McClanahan. There you go. That's a good one. I forgot about
that's
him.
your boy.
McClanahan's on my fantasy squad. I like McClanahan.
So who did I take for AL? I already forgot.
DeGrom. Dead DeGrom.
That was just a troll. DeGrom or
How DeGrom it is.
how DeGrom it is. Who else was I thinking about? There was someone else I was thinking about. Sound right?
Yes. Oh, him?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
guy.
he's good.
Javier on the Astros. He's nasty. All right.
All right, more questions. Got a lot of questions.
No, we need to do ROIs. Rookies of the year.
Rookies of the year. Volpe.
Volpe AL. That like he's gonna if he's even like average, he's got it.
He's got to win it, right?
Hype. He's got the hype already. Someone dropped Luis Castillo. Thinks they're hot shit. Gunnar Henderson.
It's AL also, though.
Yeah, I'm going AL. Mine's Gunnar. You got Volpe.
I'll go Jordan Walker.
No, I get first pick in the NL.
No!
You just took the first pick in the AL. You got the easiest one in the AL. I'm gonna go Jordan Walker in the NL.
I'm going to agree with you on that one.
No, you need to have your own.
I don't know.
Like who else is there? Say Ezekiel.
I would say Francisco Alvarez if he gets called up.
Say Ezekiel Tomar.
No.
He's in the NL. He's gonna play every day.
Corbin Carroll's another good one. Corbin Carroll's another
Carroll
one.
or Walker.
I want Walker.
All right, I'll take Carroll.
Okay. We'll forget about this. This is going to be as good as our NCAA picks anyway.
Well, if we hit one, it's better.
You got one?
Yeah, but we had 8 picks. This was 6.
Oh, yeah.
So 1 is better.
Somebody has
Actually, 1 is way better here if you think about all the options. What happened to the other question?
I don't know. It's disputed. Do you think cards will jump again when the stock market rebounds, whether it takes 1, 2, 3? I mean, first of all, let's talk stock market. The stock market's projected to be a negative return over the next 10 years, right? So let's not worry about when the stock market's going to rebound. I think that the way I look at it is if you told me in 2019-20 that we'd be having this many people in the hobby, we're going to have all these additional products that from what we used to have, and prices are going to be higher still, I would think that we're in a good place. We just went way too high, way too fast.
I feel like the products are weird. I don't know if it's more. It is more is printed for sure.
Sure.
Because they've created a lot of like crappy retail.
Think about Mosaic in general.
First off the line, but they cut some actual releases and put them all into Chronicles. And like,
but they didn't. No, they cut ones they did, I guess, from the year before, but like, or stuff that people came out after. But then they also did like Prism Chronicles, so they did another Prism in Chronicles.
Yeah, well, it's in Chronicles. Yeah, they cut a lot of like product. They did that way. Panini did, and sort of tops a little bit. But they then printed more product of just printing. Hey, people grade the base, so we're gonna do. Yeah, like now you get red, white, and blue. Well, guess what? We have green, yellow die cut.
So many die cut.
So many die cut. Remember we did die cut count.
Yeah, the select die cut count.
We ripped the blasters.
Yeah, we had two per blaster.
Oh, Kroger and Carroll. You know, one of us should have rattled them off. It makes us look real dumb. Dylan Cease, I like that as a sleeper and Cy Young. I think that. I mean, what does rebound mean to you? I guess is the question. I think if the stock market does, if the stock market's doing well, the theory is when the stock market goes poorly, this would stay the same and not lose as much because it's an alternate asset class to a stock market. However, as we're seeing as stuff goes down, so in the stock market, this is kind of plummeted as well because it's not really an asset class; it's a gamble. So that's the big trick there. I think as the market goes up, yeah, cards are going to do better, or I think you'll see that's going to be more affecting, I think, higher end cards than normal because people have more discretionary income, they have more wins, they want to offset, they want to buy stuff, they want to feel good about themselves.
Thanks, Ronk, by the way.
But I do think it consistently moves up.
I think we're already seeing the lower end market do better.
Yeah,
I think we're seeing people. We have to understand that looking at the super high end auctions and looking at what stuff's selling on those Golden Elite and PWCC Premier kind of auctions is not indicative of how the market's doing in general. Those are super high end, super hard to attain items that most people in the hobby don't have the budget for. If you look at eBay sales and see how those are trending on cards that are $3, $5, $7, $30, $50, $70, $100, $150 that more people could afford, those are doing really well.
Yeah, some cards are selling. Those cards that people couldn't wait to get rid of are selling for more now than they did 3 months ago, 6 months ago. The other thing about those cards, like Josh said, they're super hard to attain. I mean, if you just saw it 3 months ago and you see it again, it's not that hard to obtain. It loses all of its luster. It's not that rare.
I'm not saying super hard as if there's not a lot of them. I'm saying super hard as most people aren't walking around with a $25,000 burning a hole in their pocket to buy a card.
I'm not disagreeing with you. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is, if they're not super hard to obtain, people aren't going to spend $25,000. You're not going to want to spend $25,000, $50,000, $100,000 on the card because it's just going to come up again and go for less.
Yeah.
Or you just lost it. People aren't like the whole art of the investment side of sports cards was you buy, you stash, then you sell. In 2020 and 21, people thought you just buy, sell right away for profit. And there's guys who have nuance, know what they're doing, and know to buy in this marketplace, sell here to avoid fees. This person will want to avoid fees. I can get people to buy this as a Raz, but that's not really how things work. That's operating in a space. And then when you're talking about a $50,000 item, it's not liquid. That's not something you can do.
Right.
So yeah, when a car just sells 3 months ago for $250,000, nothing's happened, and then it's up again. Guess what? $250,000 is a house in most places in the U.S.
Yes.
Not a baseball card. So it's not rare because it was just there. And you're a limited number of buyers competing with them. And if one of those guys didn't win last time and he doesn't want it the second time, guess what? It might go 40% lower because there's only 2 guys bidding over a certain number.
So we both think cards are going to go back up. I think that if you stick to rarer stuff that's hard to find, like golds and stuff like that, you're going to have more upside in the long run. If you're looking to just make money now with cards, there's a lot of different ways to do it. And that's why we started the $1,000 challenge, to show you guys the different ways and that it's still feasible to make money in the hobby doing those things.
Yeah, or you could buy a bunch of like slabs of baseball right before, razz them off, sell them one off individually, trade them on all the forums, spend all the time. You can still make money that way too. All I'm trying to say is if you want a $50,000 item or these high-end items and people use those as indicators of them going down in value, it's because they're buying ones that just sold.
Yeah.
Like whether it's gold like Josh, and that's why I like them because there's only 10. It's just something, if you're going to spend a lot of money on an item, you want to buy one that hasn't sold anytime recently.
Or if it has, not a lot of them are going to sell anytime soon again.
Or it's like a base trout chrome one, it's consistent.
Shut up, Joel.
What did Joel say?
You cheated on $1,000 challenge.
He didn't cheat yet because it's not official, but he tried.
I'm still trying. It'll be official by the end of the week. If they come in and I have the budget for it before it goes to my spreadsheet, it's going in there. If not, it goes to ZJ 2023.
Yeah,
It's a win-win.
That's where it goes.
It's a win-win.
That's where it goes.
It's a win-win.
Because I would have bought a second case when they were down.
You did buy a second case.
Not.
Ohtani, is his market sustainable with how many different cards he has? Ohtani's rookie cards were 2018. So there aren't as many as when you start getting into 2019, 2021. There are a lot more products in 2019 than there are in 2018.
I would stick to his rookies like Topps Chrome, Bowman Chrome. You'll be fine then. Numbered better.
Refractors better, colors better.
Here's a good point on that question too. Ohtani does not make the most money on a contract in baseball, but they just came out with the Forbes list. He's making $65 million this year, the most of any player in baseball. That's all endorsements, which shows how marketable and how big his market. Like that's a good take for card prices if you want to extrapolate the two. And I think the second most someone made was $5 million was Judge. And I think Ohtani was like 40. Scherzer makes $59 million this year.
How many cards were in the Mosaic Genesis Hall of Fame lot? There were 15 cards. 15 cards.
Is Eli in it or not yet? It's basketball.
Basketball.
MJ?
No. Best one was Shaq. Shaq and Iverson. Is there long-term concern with overprinting modern cards with a parallel color options? Jay Daniels, 815.
I feel like we kind of were touching on that, but maybe not directly.
Yes.
Overprinting is always a concern.
Which is why we always say, if you watch any of the YouTube videos or anything like that, first of all, we don't call it investing, we call it speculating. That's what it is. Second of all, that's why we say to go for the rarer colors that have been around, right? Get your golds, get your reds if it's Bowman stuff, or orange if it's Bowman stuff, or even gold if it's Bowman stuff. But don't worry about like purple pulsar or orange ice.
I think like colors and stuff, if you want to maintain value too, like I wouldn't even buy her like baseball sapphire colors because no one cares about them. Right. The sapphire base though, rookies like Acuna's still $4,000 because they were SP
really?
like $250 that year, right? There was only that many. But like I avoid the colors in brands where colors didn't exist. I guess I avoid that. I think it's comical when someone posts in like a forum like this red wave or this red shimmer of a guy or orange shimmer like Gem or BJ's 10 like come hard before it goes to golden where you're going to get killed.
Like, bye-bye. Enjoy golden. So.
Like, there's an Acuna red shimmer black label. And either just sellers up right now that you'll see how bad that does. Like,
it'll go for the same as like an orange gem.
Yeah, people will think it's like a $5 million card. Black, it's like all the fake things combined. Remember when that card first came across my desk? I seen the picture like years ago.
What did I say? Fake?
Yeah.
Double fake?
It's red shimmer, black label, like all the
double fake. Yeah.
Double fake.
Double fake.
So did we answer that question?
Yes. I'm trying to find the other question that we had. McDavid, ALN.
Yeah, right. Any team but UConn winning would be fun.
Yeah. F UConn.
I don't like UConn. It's weird too because I usually like all local tiny team. Like I'm gonna like St. John's now with Patino. I'm gonna root for them. That might become my second team.
God, I hope ASU gets rid of.
He's never going anywhere.
Early.
He makes the play-in, dude.
He's a playing guy.
ASU not a basketball school. They definitely care more about the football there.
Hockey school, man. We're a hockey school.
How great is that?
We're a hockey school. Like, baseball swept U of A this weekend.
God, they're really a baseball
school,
right?
Yeah. And swimming and diving and track and field.
Are they still? They're still really good at baseball, right?
Yeah, we swept U of A this weekend.
They got fucking.
Cut!
What happened there?
So yeah, I mean, we're in the middle of the best month of the year. This weekend, big weekend. We got the NCAA tournament. We got Zach's birthday. We got my son's birthday.
Got free tickets to the Final Four.
Are you going?
Turned down. They're gone.
They're gone.
I was gonna go though. I did text them back yesterday.
Next week it will be a Zach only live Q&A.
Oh, you're going to a place like no other? Is that
yeah,
what it's called?
Yeah.
We got to set up the videos for you.
Yeah.
Show me what to do.
So
I can do some.
So Zach will be doing a bunch of content next week while I'm away. I'm gonna teach him how to do it all, put it all on Canva.
You guys are lucky.
Oh boy, we're gonna lose some subscribers.
My game, that was weird.
Yeah, it said there was a question and then there was not a question.
Maybe it's the mystery one.
So I don't really have anything else. I had to post a video that Zach recorded last Friday. I'm going to post that up soon. We talked about Disney already. We can't do it again.
All I know is that Mickey Mouse. What I was doing when I was looking at the phone, there was 2 of them up on eBay. I'm looking very closely. I can't tell if they're actually handwritten or if they're auto pen. I'm like, are these the same? And then I go side by side. I need to check on the computer. They might be actually handwritten each one, which makes them all the dumber.
Oh God. So let's
do
see.
You think people will dual grade them? See if you get a 10 auto.
Oh God. Where's the most value, best upside in the Erling Haaland market? Great question.
Boy.
Great question. If you looked earlier, soccer is not our jam.
But I would probably just buy the first year stuff.
Yeah.
PSA 10 Mickey Mouse.
Oh God.
Do you think they'll give it a 100 grade point scale since it's the Disney 100? Like a 10.
No.
100 is a black. No, you don't think so?
No.
I figured they
BGS
might.
not grading it. PSA is.
Yeah, but I know. But I'm thinking they might create a new grade. This stuff is so hot, they got to come up with a new scale. No?
I wish you could make like a troll walking across your head right now.
They give me like a troll head.
Yeah.
So I was FaceTiming with my niece, and she like made her head into a shark. So every time she talked, like a shark.
You like that?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So, all right. Another good live. Really good talking to you guys every week. This was pretty fun doing it on both YouTube and on Instagram. Didn't get a lot of questions on YouTube, but I think a lot of people watch on both.
It's all right. It's all right.
So we'll keep on I think we'll keep on doing it this way. It's good to have it in both places at the same time. And Wes, you can watch the replay of it. So really appreciate you guys and look forward to seeing you guys in a couple weeks. Zach will be here next week by himself. Later.
Week alone, no mom.